About NEBOSH IGC. This is the part two. Yesterday we were discussing about part one, and we covered different topics like accident, incident, fire extinguishers, fire class. Many topics we covered yesterday, and today we will cover new topics. So join quickly as soon as possible for you guys and share with your friends. Today's session is also very important, and because we are covering real practical safety topics and the same things you will use in your job. Are you already working in safety field or planning to start? You can write in the comment section box to let me know where from you're watching and who you are, what is your designation. In this way, I will be able to know about you. You join as soon as possible, share. Welcome back to today's live session. Sorry for interruption. There was a technical error in the YouTube, I think so. Welcome back to today's live session, and today we will discuss a lot of new topics. So yesterday we covered a few topics like accident, incident, and near miss. Do you remember what we discussed yesterday? If you know that, what is difference between accident and incident, so you can share with me here in the comment section box. And these live sessions are very much important for you guys, so it will help you in the interview question answers and in your job site as well, wherever you are working. I don't know about you, so let me know who you are, where from you're watching, your designation, each and everything. So in this way our relation will be more strong and I will know more about you. So share with me, guys. Yes, how many candidates are live now and where from you're watching? Let me know in the comment section box where from you're watching and what was about your opinions about the last live session. In the last live session I discussed a lot of things with you guys, so what you have learned, new things in the last session, and what topic was very much interesting, and you let me know in the comment section box what you learned about the last session. What is the difference between the accident and incident? Yes, can you please share with me, guys, in my this live session? What we yesterday studied? Who can tell me? Yes. So I just want to give you the little bit recap about that. The accident is we can say the unplanned and unexpected event that result to a huge property damage and injury. While the incident there is a little bit different. Incident is also same as the accident, but there is a little bit different. That difference is the incident, we can say it is also unplanned and unexpected event that result is the property damage but not leads to the injury of the personnel. Means it can disrupt the operations and the processes of our organization, but no injury can happen. That is known as the incident. While the near miss is totally different. Near miss is also it is also, we can say, unexpected event, and it has a potential for harm to the people or harm to the property, but in actual it not happen to do so. So means if there is no damage occur, no injury occur, that is a near miss, and the incident only damage to the property, not to the human beings, no injury of the human beings. That is the incident. And accident, in the accident, accident can lead to the property damage as well as the injury. So, and we discussed also in the last session about the fire extinguishers and their topics. So if you know about anything new, you can also share with me. If you understood the last topic, you can ask me the question related to the last topic as well. And remember, today's live session is also very much important because we are covering real practical safety topics on the daily basis. So quickly tell me in the chat, are you already working in the safety field, or you are planning to go in the safety field? Yes. How many people are already working in the safety field, and what is your interest and what is your goal in the safety field? Yes, my dear friends, you can share with me your views. I can see your messages. Yes, you can text me in the comment section box. Each and everything, whatever you want to know, what topics you want to see in this channel, in my upcoming videos, you can share your views on this text on these comment section box. So today's our first topic is the PPE. Many people I already discussed in my last videos about the PPE. So can you tell me that what is the PPE? The PP is refers to the personal protective equipment that is very much important for us to wear at the workplace to protect ourselves from the hazards, from the risk, and from the accident. The personal protective equipment is the most important thing. Is there are different types. Not always we have to wear all the safety safety equipments. For example, the ordinary personal protective equipments are helmet, glasses, and shoes, dress. These are the things those we have to wear all the time, and the coverall as well, like our helmet and glasses, shoes. These are the basic things. But there are some types of the PPE as well, like the mandatory PPE, which needs to be worn by everyone in the site, like helmet, glasses, and shoes. Whatever work you do, shoes, goggles, and the helmet and coverall is very much important. While some there are special PPE as well. So the some special PPE refers to those which required for the specific job, like in emergency, or you have to wear the face shield for cutting if you are doing any grinding or welding machines. So the people must have to wear the safety face shield, and similarly the SCBA for emergency. Do you know what about SCBA? Yes. If anybody know about the SCBA, what is the SCBA, you can share with me in the comment section box to let know to other people as well. What is SCBA? Yes, my dear candidates. SCBA we use for emergency welding hand, or you can say the for welding process. PPE, which is the one in the emergency, that is known as SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus. This is the breathing apparatus we have to wear when we feel about difficulty for breathing, like in the confined space. Do you know what is the confined space? The space that is not designed for the human body access, and there is only the limited one entry point, and the same is the exit point. So there is a light limitations, oxygen limitations, so deficiency of the oxygen. That space we say that is the confined space. So we mostly use SCBA. It is used to protect workers, user again the deficiency in the confined space. And SCUBA, that is a little bit different from the SCBA, self-contained under breathing apparatus. It is used to protect user against oxygen deficiency under the water. When people do work under the water for the heavy pipelines, gas pipelines, welding, so on that time they have to wear the SCUBA for properly breathing under the water. So our next topic is that is what is first aid, why we need the first aid, and why it is emergency. So what is why it is important the first aid to get in our industries. The first aid, it means any injury that can be treated on the job site without causing a loss of time, like a minor cut, burn, and many other things. First aid, it's required for injury. It means any injury that can be treated on the job site. The first treatment you can get at the job site, that is known as the first aid. And what is the purpose of the first aid? The important purpose, that is preserve life, the worker preserve life, and the preserve deterioration and promote recovery. If we will not get this first aid, might our health can means deteriorate more, and can be worse till the reaching of the hospital. But we have to arrange the first aid kit, or first have a facility providation from the industry in at the job site. The first aid is very much important for all of us. The second most important thing is the housekeeping. Housekeeping, it means a place for everything, that everything in its place. Good housekeeping shall be maintained inside. Housekeeping is also the one of the major issue in the industries. Mostly people work, but they do not look for the look for the housekeeping, and that leads to the hazard like a trips. Mostly people fall down because of the huge hammers and the welding rods, welding machine on the floor. So whenever you do work, and before finishing that work, you have to organize your tool and toolkit with you, but organize in an organized way. So in this way, the other workers will work in a good way. So the housekeeping is also very much important. And what is the safety programs? Are you enjoying or not? How many people are still watching? Is it beneficial for you or not? What is safety programs? Yes, prepare plans of actions to prevent accidents, or you can say occupational disease, and to conduct investigations and achieve good health and safety. That is known as the safety programs. What are the safety rules? Yes, safety rules, mostly the industry makes, and they obey huge ISO, international standards for the safety. They follow these rules. Like, you are responsible if you are a safety personnel and if you are worker in the industry. So there are some rules you have to follow in the industry to work at the job site smoothly. The first responsibility or rule, you can say that you are responsible for your own safety and others. Not it depends only the safety officer and the safety inspector, or you can say the safety manager of the plant, but you are also responsible of your safety as well, even though you have to take care of other as well. The second thing is wear PPE necessary for the job. You don't think so? I'm just working a little bit and I don't need to wear the PPE. Might be any object can fall from the top building, from the scaffolding, and it can hit on your head and you can get injured. So you must have to wear helmet, and to protect from the trip, and to protection of your feet, you must have to wear the shoes, and similarly the harness, coverall. So all these things are necessary to wear at the job site, and not wear the loose dress as well. That is a prohibited in the engineering side, just because to give a priority of the safety. So the third is always use equipment, machinery, tools safely and properly. The fourth one is keep your workplace area clean. It is also resembles with the housekeeping. I already mentioned housekeeping is very much necessary. Clean up spills immediately. Whatever spills on the floor, you have to clear and clean your floor as well. Report all injuries. If any short or long, means a little injury can happen, so you must have to inform your higher authority to note down and to find out the root causes to prevent from the future loss. If any injury or any accident happen, you must have to inform your organization, not try to hide it, because the next accident and the next injury can happen just because of the same reason. So if you will inform, so what will happen, they will take a necessary actions, like they will arrange a competitive person to find out the root cause of that accident. Root cause finding is the most important, the topic, and it's another talk. But the how to find out the root causes, there are a few steps we will discuss in our upcoming videos, hopefully. So keep your workplace area clean. Report any unsafe condition. If you are looking and you are working in any workplace, there you can see the workplace is not good for the work. For example, there is a oil on the ground, or there is a gas cylinders near to the fire. So this condition is not good to work. So we call it, what we call it, this is unsafe condition. Yesterday we also discussed. We already discussed this. What is unsafe act and unsafe condition? Any act that is done by the employee or worker that is not safe for the work, that is unsafe act. And the condition means the scenario where you are working. For example, there is a cylinder near to the fire. That will be, that will be the unsafe condition. So clean up spills immediately and report all the injuries. So these are the safety rules you must have to follow at the job site without any hesitation. What are the safety tags? Yes. Who can tell me what are the safety tags? A surface made up of wooden board, metal board, paper board on which English or local alphabets are written or symbol are shown for the employees or visitors. Like, do not operate, hazardous materials, flammable, etc. Safety tags are important. They are placed on our products. They just give us the information about the details and information about what product is that. They gives us information about the material, either it is a corrosive, and either it is the hazardous material, metallic thing, or it is a means a plastic material. What type of the material it is, we see, we can learn from the safety tags about that product, about that equipment, each and everything. The safety tags are important, and you must have to read first before operate any machine, any equipment. What is a competent person? Who is the competent person? To whom we can call the competent person? The competent person is always the person who have a proper training of performing the specific task. For example, if you want to know what are the hazards are there, or for example, if you want to do the welding, so you will hire, or you will call the competent welder for to perform that welding. So if the person knows each and everything, he has a proper certification, he has a training about it, and he have an experience, so we will call it the competent person. Any person has a sufficient knowledge, training, experience, ability to identify the hazards and take control actions. The same thing that I already told you. Any person has a sufficient knowledge, means they have a good knowledge about that work, and training. He has a lot of training about that particular task from the organization, from his experience and ability to identify the hazards and take control actions. If he found any hazard, and if he find any unsatisfactory conditions, so he should be able to take a corrective action on the same time. So that person is, we call it the competent person. What is the TBT? Yes, who will tell me what is the TBT? Yep. TBT also is the most important. You can say the awareness topics, awareness sessions that the safety officer provides to the workers before start of the work. At the early morning or before starting work, the one safety officer come to give awareness to the employees of that industry, that we call it the like in assembly in the school. Similar in the industries, mostly the safety officer gives the information about the safety daily safety topics. So that sessions are known as the toolbox talk. Here you can see the theory of the toolbox talk. It is a short meeting between the workers and the safety officer before starting the worker before start the work for 5 to 10 minutes. In that meeting, safety officer gives awareness about the current work on going at site. He explains hazards and the precautionary measurements for the hazards. So this is known as the toolbox talk. We can say the awareness session before start of the work to the employees, that is known as the toolbox talk. Do you want the series of the toolbox talks? So just comment in the comment section yes. So I will bring new videos about the safety toolbox talk topics that you can give to the employees at your organization. So mostly the safety officer rotate the employees on the daily basis to provide the safety trainings, and he assigned different topics. So might be the next candidate in your organization you. So if you want your position as a safety officer in your organization, or to give a sessions, live sessions to the workers, to employees, so you can mention what is the toolbox talk, or you can say yes in the comment section box for new more topics related to the safety, related to the toolbox talk. What is a PTW? PTW is another good topic and a big topic. The PTW represents to the permit to work. The abbreviation is the permit to work. It is a written document which is authorized person. It is a written document which authorized person to perform any specific work to ensure all necessary actions are taken before doing particularly high risk work. Permit means that authorized person who can be able to perform work to find out what are the hazards and what are the corrective actions we need to take. So these all things can be covered with the help of the permit. This is just a written document that this written document cover all these things. So we call it permit to work. From the name of the permit to work document, we can means imagine, we can think about it, that is give us the permission of the specific task, but he assigned this permit to the competent person only, and he will do the analyze what are the hazards are there, what corrective actions are required. After taking those actions, only competent person can go there to perform the task. So this is known this is about all about the permit to work. There are different types of the permit to work, definitely. According to the Saudi Aramco, this is a big organization in the Saudi Arabia now. There are four types of the permits, like equipment operating or line breakup. We say the yellow and the hot work permit for with the red color, the cold work permit with the blue color, and the green for the confined space work permit. And there are some other sub work permits as well for the excavation work. The excavation digging underneath of the earth, digging work, we can say the excavation work, and the work at height permit, electricity permit, or you can say the sand blasting work permit. So these are the work permits according to different topics, and it depends on the different people as well. The competent person will only means perform the task. What are the purpose of a work permit? Yes, these are the following purposes of the work permits. I'm going to read out from this PPT. You can see, to ensure that the work is going ongoing through the safe procedure according to PTW. Second is to find out the potential hazards related to the work and took the control measurement. The third thing is it helps to protect property and environment from damage. And the last fourth one is it helps to protect workers from injuries and illness. That is one of the most important last point. Means that these are four main purposes of the work permit. We can understand to ensure work is ongoing through the safe procedure. Second is to find out the potential hazards released to be work and took the control measurement. Third is to protect only the property and environment from the damage. And the fourth one is to help to protect workers from injuries. The next thing is the JSA. But before this, if you are thinking this is my valuable content for you guys, so just like and subscribe my video for my support. Yes, my dear candidates, how is this session is going on? What is JSA? Yes, JSA is a job safety analysis or job hazard analysis. You can say it is a step-by-step analysis of a job to identify hazards and specify control measures before the start work. You can say any job divided in the steps to find out the hazards and specify the control measures before start the work. This is known as the job safety analysis. You can simply understand if you get assigned any job from your management. So first of all, you have to divide that task, the big task, into a little steps to find out the hazards and then specify what are the control measures or control actions you can need. So after taking these control actions before start the work, that is known as a job safety analysis. What is JSA step? Yes. Remember the word SREDIM, that is the abbreviation of select the task. Second is the record the steps of the task. Third is evaluate the risk associated with each step. Develop the safe working method. Implement the safe working method. Monitor to ensure effectiveness. And what are the benefits of the JSA? It identifies the hazards in each step. Definitely, we already discussed. This is the main purpose of the JSA is to find out the hazards and specify control measures to before the start work. The second thing is it helps to control the incident accident ratio at workplace, and the third is it helps to increase the production levels. Definitely, if when we will find out the hazards and we will take the corrective actions, so definitely our production will be increased. Yes, the last is most important topic. That is what is the risk assessment. It is a legal process to identify hazards, evaluating the risk, and specify precautionary measurements. It is similar to the job safety analysis, but here you can say the whole process. Risk assessment means to find out the hazards and evaluate the risk, in which you have to find out what is the likelihood and the consequences of those particular hazards. Then you will find out the risk and specify precautionary measurement, that is known as a risk assessment. The JSA, in the JSA job safety analysis, you will get one task. You have to divide that task into different or small steps, and those steps find out the hazards and provide the corrective actions. While in the risk assessment, you can say it is a whole process of identify hazards and evaluate the risk and specify precautionary measurement. There are 5 steps of the risk assessment. The first one is identify hazard. Second is identify the people who might be harmed and how. The third is evaluate the risk and decide on precautions. Fourth is record the significant findings and implement them. Review and update on necessary. So these are 5 steps of the risk assessment. The purpose of the risk assessment to prevent personal injury and deaths. This is one of the most important reason of the JSA and the risk assessment as well. The second is other type of loss and incidents, direct cost due to accidents. To prevent all these things, we must have to conduct risk assessment in our field, in our organization, to prevent the future loss. And there are some controls as well. There are hierarchy of control, hazard control, and the 5 methods we already discussed in our last videos. So what is the hierarchy of control? How you can control it? The first is the elimination. If elimination is possible for you, eliminate that thing. And so first step, you must have to take elimination. If not possible for you elimination, so you can do the substitution, means replace that hazard, replace that thing with another thing that are less hazardous in your process, in your workplace. The third thing is engineering control, like isolate the people, barricade or signboard. You have to barricade that area, or mention the sign, place the signs to give awareness to the people. So this is the engineering control. The fourth one is the administrative control, like training, supervisors, information, means arrange trainings to the employees. This is it can be only happen by the organizations, so we can say that this is the administrative control. And the last is the PPE, that is already discussed, most important thing, to wear all the time PPEs to prevent yourself from the accident. So these all were the topics we have discussed today. If you are finding any valuable content in this video, so just like for my support and share with your friends, and send to your coworkers as well, to spread this awareness about safety in the organizations. Thank you so much for watching, and till the next session, stay strong. Bye bye.